mean, look, I know it's awful in the cold light of day, but I was just trying to feed him some bit of nonsense because I just thought his questions were off the wall, and I was just trying to think of something. I couldn't. He was obviously playing me, but I thought to myself, Greg, have you gone off? You've gone like, what's happened to you, Greg? And I was just trying to give him a sort of line to sort of shut him up on it, because I just thought he was being bizarre.
When we were on Politics Live earlier today, you said, well, look, this was just joshing. It was all banter. Yeah. But having listened to that and having looked at the whole transcript, it doesn't strike me as the kind of banter that you kind of think trying to say it was, because a lot of the things that you're saying here are actually true, aren't they?
Well, it's not banter in as much as there's a sort of cut and thrust, but I'm trying to sort of make him, because I know he's a very active in the Canterbury constituency, terribly complacent about the election. I'm trying to sort of misdirect him, which, you know...
Well, you said he was complacent a moment ago. You said that you didn't think the Conservatives would win.
Well, no, but I'm trying to maintain his complacency, if you like, and...
Is that what friends do to each other?
Well, you do in election campaigns, because there's a bit of, you know, there's a bit of sort of rivalry in these things, and it's a bit like you know, behind when your team is in the FA Cup final, always a few points away from winning the Premier League, and you sort of play these sort of silly games with who you think are your mates from other teams. And by the way, you know, talking about the state of play at that point in the campaign, it was an issue in the YouGov poll. I think that had come out well at that point. And I'm always a pessimist. I am always a pessimist. You know, I remember when Leicester were playing Tottenham. You know, the game they had to beat Tottenham to win the Premier League in 2016, and I was convinced that Leicester were going to lose because I'm such a pessimist. So I'm always a pessimist.
A West Ham fan.
And by the way, you go around every candidate, Tory or Labour, they might come on your show and say, "Oh, we're going to win," but you know, every candidate goes into that count thinking they're going to lose. That's what happens.
Yeah,
in politics.
I thought I was going to lose, and I did.